Today we're going to share with you how to make this DIY Sharknado costume for girls and guys. We're also going to share with you how to make a tutu so that this will work for girls and not just guys, and for guys you need a pair of jeans. So this Sharknado costume is super funny. Here's what you're going to need to start off: some water, a wet t-shirt, and some tulip one-step tie-dye. And this comes in a kit. You can just buy it at your regular craft store. You're going to take your wet t-shirt and roll it up diagonally, and then you'll take some rubber bands which come in the tulip one-step tie-dye kit and bind the t-shirt every few inches. Then that tube, you're going to coil it into a cinnamon roll shape. Now, once you have the cinnamon roll shape, you're going to bind that again with some more rubber bands, and then add water to the bottles of tulip one-step tie-dye. Shake the bottles really well until the dye is completely mixed, and then you will dye each section of your cinnamon roll a different color. So kind of like, think of like a pizza. You're going to follow kind of the lines of the rubber bands until it's all dyed. Place in a plastic bag for 6 to 8 hours, rinse, wash by itself so it doesn't dye anything else, and then let it dry. For the next step, you're going to need some felt, scissors, a sewing machine, and some sharks. So I cut some 4-inch strips of felt, sewed it together to make this really long sash, and then I'm using Aleene's no-sew glue all along the 4-inch strip of felt, and my strip of felt is about 4 feet long. Next, I'm taking some polyfill and kind of shredding it up. This is the stuff that they put in pillows. Shred it up, push it down on the glue, and then put a weight like maybe a brick to hold the polyfill onto the glue and let it dry. Next, you'll use embroidery floss and a needle to stitch the sharks onto this sash. So you definitely want to do this once the glue is dry, not when it's wet. And the sharks are going to help hold the polyfill to the felt. Now I use felt because it doesn't really stretch, so it's a great thing to build the sash out of. So just keep sewing all your different sharks on until your sash is completely covered. Make sure you put sharks all over it so that you have sharks on the back when you are wearing the costume. Next, we're going to make the tutu. So here Katie is measuring out, we bought 7 yards of white tulle, so she measured it out into 18-inch strips and then cut those and layered them up. And then here I am stretching a piece of elastic while I'm sewing the tulle to the elastic. So this is what gives it its ruffle. Once it's all sewn together, and you want to sew the ends of the elastic together to make a skirt, then you can put your costume on. So you're going to put the tulle skirt on with the shirt, then you'll wrap the sash all the way around the t-shirt to make the costume. Now for the guys, they're just going to have the t-shirt with the sash wrapped around and wear like a pair of jeans. You'll want to secure everything in place with some safety pins, and once that's done, this is ready to go. You can wear this costume over and over, and you can take the sash off and just wear the shirt later without anyone ever knowing that you wore it for a Sharknado costume. Thank you so much for watching my Sharknado costume DIY project. I hope this inspired you to create your own Sharknado inspired costume. Here you can see the tutu that we made. It was super fun. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button here at the end, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye.